Another building block in Angular is pipe. We use pipes to format data. For example, we have a bunch of built-in pipes like uppercase, lowercase, decimal, currency, and percent. We can also create custom pipes, which I'm going to show you in the next lecture. So let's see these built-in pipes in action. So here in this component, I have defined a course object with these properties: title, rating, students, price, and release date. And in the template, I'm simply rendering these properties on the view. Now I want to show you how we can use pipes to format the data. So starting from the title, let's say we want to display this as uppercase. First, we apply the pipe operator, which is a vertical line, and then the name of the pipe, uppercase. Back in the browser. Okay, look, here's our title displayed in uppercase. We can also chain multiple pipes here. So I can get the result of this expression and flow it through another pipe. In this case, lowercase. And guess what? The title is going to be lowercase, okay? So pretty simple. Now look at the number of students. Here we have 5 digits, but to make it more readable, we can apply the decimal pipe to separate every 3 digits using a comma. So here, I'm going to apply the decimal pipe. Now the keyword for this decimal pipe is number, even though the actual class in Angular is called decimal pipe. Now let's have a look at the result. Now look at the number of students. Look, we have a comma here, which makes it more readable. Next is the rating. Now with this number or decimal pipe, we have control over the number of integer digits as well as the number of digits after the decimal point. So here we have applied the number pipe or the decimal pipe to the rating property. Now to have more control over the number of integer and decimal point digits, we supply an argument here. So colon, and here we put the argument in a string. Now the first number we supply here is the number of integer digits. So let's say 1. Now dot, and then we supply the minimum and maximum number of digits after the decimal point. So our rating, look, it has 4 digits after the decimal point. If I want to display only 2 digits after the decimal point, I would add 2-2. So 2 as the minimum and also as the maximum number of digits after the decimal point. Save. All right, look, we've got 4.97. Now look what happens if I change this to 1-1. So I want to have only 1 digit after the decimal point. Look at what we got. So our rating is now rounded, 5.0. Also, if I change the number of integer digits from 1 to 2, look at what happens. Now we have a leading 0 here. So these are the kind of things you can do with the decimal pipe. Next, we have the price. We can use the currency pipe to format this as a price. So here's the price property. Apply the pipe operator and type currency. Save. Now look, by default, we get US dollars. Now I can change this to, let's say, Australian dollars. So once again, we supply an argument, colon, put a string here, and the name of the currency is Australian dollars, AUD. Save. And here we get Aussie dollars. Now some pipes, like the currency pipe, can take multiple arguments. So here I can supply another argument, once again, colon, true, to indicate that I want to display the currency symbol. Let's look at the result. So instead of AUD, we get a $sign. And finally, optionally, I can supply the third argument. So once again, colon, string. And here we supply a string similar to the string we supplied to the decimal pipe. So I want to have minimum 3 integer digits with 2 digits after the decimal point. Now, this is not going to make any differences here, but I want you to be aware of all the arguments that we can supply to the currency pipe. And finally, we've got release date, which is rendered like this. Now, this is not very readable for humans, so let's apply the date pipe. Once again, pipe operator, date. Now we want to supply a format. So colon, string. Let's format it as a short date. Save. Back to the browser. This is what we get. Now, if you want to see all the formats available to you, head over to angular.io, and in this search box, search for date pipe. So here's the date pipe class. Note that this is defined in @angular/common library that you can install using npm. Our project has this by default, and it's defined in this module, common module. You haven't seen common module before, you have only seen the browser module. But when you import browser module, it also brings in the common module. Common module has a bunch of artifacts that all applications, whether they are browser applications or not, require. Example of that is this date pipe. So if you scroll down on this page, here you can see all the formats available to you, like full date, long date, medium date, and so on. And below that, there's more detail in this table. Now in Angular 1, we had two pipes, or two filters more accurately, for sorting and filtering data. In Angular 2, we don't have these, and this is not an oversight, it's for deliberate reasons, because these filters, or these pipes in Angular terms, are expensive operations. So Angular team decided to drop these filters in Angular 2 and onwards. Next, I'm going to show you how to create a custom pipe.